and the kids were clambering over her and stroking her hair, pulling her hair. And it was as if this is what they did every day of the week. It was just an incredible experience. And well, I'm a father and a grandfather, and I don't know what cockles are, but it warmed the cockles of my heart to see what took place there. We had Matthew and Amy Shamroth and their 5 kids, and it was just as if they've been doing this every day of their life, and that these kids they were meeting for the first time, they knew. They were all sort of family running around. It was an incredible thing. This Matthew is a business executive, but I saw him lift quite a big sack of, I don't know, flour or whatever. No one assisted him, and I don't think he does that sort of every day of the week. But there he was, and it was very heartwarming. And I said, I'm going to ask for an opportunity so that I can pay a warm tribute to yourselves. That, I mean, you are fantastic. But I've not finished, in case you thought I had finished. The following morning, I was sitting with 4 young women. Guys, don't get too jealous. I can't help it. But you know, I was talking with these young women, and I was describing what had happened yesterday. And one, I think both of them said they'd been on homestay. Now, of course, maybe for you it is sort of normal to have been able to make all those adjustments. Here is a young woman who almost certainly at home had her own room. She's used to her privacy. She's got a loo and a shower all by herself, or maybe then it's with her sister. But she was in this home where there were about 30 people, and she was describing as if this was something she did every day of the week. That she shared a room, I think, with more than 10 people. I might not look like it, but I can sometimes be delicate and, you know, very suave. So I didn't ask, excuse me, did you guys go outside? I mean, where did you do the things that all of us have to do? Now, I mean, I think maybe this is what many of you have done on these home visits. But you see, it just struck me. What an incredible capacity for adjusting. I mean, can you imagine what it is like to sleep in a room with maybe 10, somebody snoring over there, and you know, and this young woman was doing this as if to the manor born. And another one of them said, you know, at home, the war here we called the Vietnam War. I discovered when we got here that they called it the American War. And she was saying, how come they're able to welcome Americans and welcome them so warmly? It's fantastic that young people like yourselves can have those kinds of sensitivities. And yeah, I think you are, I don't know what the Americans call it, but in England they would say you are the cat's whiskers. Eh? You are, yeah. You are fantastic. You know? You are fantastic in the fact that so many, not every one of you, but I think, no, I mean you are all fantastic, yes. No, but I mean, very many of you, the vast majority of you, are looking on at many of the things that you have experienced, and you see this wide disparities, inequities. Now, it wouldn't have been surprising for you to be indifferent. But I think most of you, if not all of you, it's something that has shaken you, or is shaking you. That the things that you have taken so very much for granted and things that you can't take for granted. That, and you're going to see, I think maybe in Burma, I don't know, I think so, but certainly you'll see the vast disparities in India. It's going to hit you between the eyes. And in South Africa, you're going to see incredible wealth, I mean, opulence that you expect to find in the first world, cheek by jowl with some of the most awful squalor. And I just thought, I think, I mean, that I really want to come to you and to say, you're just fantastic. I want to pay you a tribute for people who care. Did you notice that human is very close to humane? In a way, it says you really can't be truly human if you are not compassionate and caring. And what I experienced there seems to be a kind of microcosm of what is happening to each one of you. That you are saying, there's something inside you that's saying, mm-mm, this can't be right. And I can't be fully human as I see so many dehumanized. You know, I have a hotline, and I received a call from headquarters. And God said to tell you, you have warmed the cockles of God's heart. God was, you know, God looked and saw Syria. God looked and saw Zimbabwe. God looked and saw the Middle East. And God said, what the heck? Whatever got into me to create that lot? And God started crying. Tears were rolling down God's face. And a little angel went up to wipe the tears from God's eyes, because God looked down and saw you. And God started smiling and said, yes, that's why I created them. That's why. As you felt, I can't eat so much, and there are so many, 1 billion, every night go to bed hungry. God said, thank you.